All right, so today we're diving into something pretty interesting and maybe a little bit taboo.
Ooh, intriguing.
Yeah, it's a topic a lot of people are curious about, but not always comfortable talking about. And, they got this podcast snippet from a listener, and it's all about AI sex toys.
AI and sex toys.
Huh. Yeah, so basically we're going to, look at this snippet and unpack what it tells us about, like where technology and intimacy are kind of colliding and.
Well, I am always up for exploring those uncharted territories. So let's jump right in.
Okay, so first off, just the visual from this podcast is striking. You got these two women, super stylish, super confident, just casually chatting away in like this futuristic podcast studio.
I see what you mean. It's not exactly what you'd expect. When you think of like the stereotypical image people have about sex toys?
Right, exactly. It's not like some dimly lit back alley shop or anything.
Yeah.
It's all very modern, very open.
And the women themselves, they're not like giggling or whispering. They're owning it.
Yeah.
They're confident and comfortable talking about this stuff.
Yeah, like one of them even jokes, "This little gadget knows me better than my ex."
Right. There's a sense of humor there, a playfulness that really helps break down the stigma.
Yeah, and the source mentions they're having this like casual chat about AI sex toys.
Mm-hmm.
But what does that even mean? Like, what kind of technology are we talking about here?
Well, when we say AI sex toys, we're talking about devices that can learn and adapt to a person's preferences.
So, like, what does that look like in practice?
Think personalized vibrations, responsive movements, even voice interaction. It's all about creating a more tailored and intuitive experience.
Wow, so it's not just about, like, the basic functions anymore. It's like having a device that can actually learn what you like.
Exactly. It's about taking things to a whole new level of customization and control.
And that makes me wonder, if a device can learn your preferences, does that change what you look for in a human partner?
Now, that's a fascinating question. It definitely blurs the lines between technology and human connection.
Right? Like some people might think, hey, this is amazing. I can have all my needs met without having to rely on another person.
While others might worry about, becoming too dependent on technology or developing unrealistic expectations.
And then there's the whole question of intimacy. Like, does using these devices enhance or detract from human connection?
It's a complex issue with no easy answers.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to at least have the conversation.
Definitely. So going back to the source, what do you make of the futuristic studio they're in?
I think it's very deliberate. It's connecting pleasure and technology in a way that feels modern and aspirational.
Like it's saying this is the future of intimacy and it's something to be embraced, not hidden away.
Exactly. And I think that's a really important message.
So for our listeners out there, what's the takeaway from all of this?
I think this deep dive has revealed a potential shift in how we view and discuss sexuality and technology. It's about moving beyond the stigma and embracing innovation.
Yeah, and realizing that technology can be a part of our intimate lives in ways we might not have imagined before.
And as AI becomes more and more integrated into our lives, it's crucial to have open and honest conversations about its impact, not just on our intimate experiences, but on our relationships and our understanding of human connection as a whole.
It's a conversation that's just beginning, and who knows where it will lead.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure, it's going to be an interesting ride.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us today on this deep dive, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.